Well, it was canceled due to rain. So I have all my stuff packed, but not going anywhere today. Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'm Deanna Marie and you're watching Handmade by Deanna Marie. So, I got some new earring molds, y'all. I am so excited. So, I started by just looking at some of them. Oh, let me start out by telling y'all, you probably already know, but you know, my vendor show that was scheduled for last weekend was canceled due to rain or the anticipation of thunderstorms. You know, it was kind of going crazy up north in Oklahoma. And I heard there was like tornadoes in the Colorado airport and places like that. Oh, maybe y'all are a little too close. Let me bring it down a little bit. Okay. So anyway, they canceled it. And of course, you know, y'all, I had everything all ready. I think I put in the first part of this video where, you know, I had everything ready. I've got everything sitting in my foyer, ready to go. But of course, it didn't happen. But what I did do was I did, yesterday, as a matter of fact, I went ahead and applied for and got approved for the June 14th show for the same market, the Artisan Market. So I'm going to make some earrings. And another thing I think I've made a decision on is I'm going to stick with jewelry for a while. I love making those other things. I may do the smaller things like the ring holders, maybe in some smaller dishes. But those other things, that they take so much resin, and I got so excited about doing them, and I'm not quite there yet. So the thing to always know about yourself is, you know, sometimes you got to back it up. You got to slow it down and just kind of do, you know, you got to revamp things. But anyway, so what I'm going to do today is I think I'm going to use a couple of these here. Let's do, I was actually thinking more on the line of, I don't know, guys, let's see. Okay, let's stick with this. Let's start with this. We'll start with this. I saw some really cool techniques. Oh, y'all know what? Okay, so I was watching a video. Gosh, wish I can't remember who it was. But she was showing, she had made some bangles and she had used just regular sprinkles. Just sprinkles, just sugar sprinkles. And so I'm going to use these in one of my designs. We're gonna see what happens with it. All right, so let me get set up and we will get started. And I have an extra set now. As some of you may know, I also do cake designing. And so I just went in there and I noticed that I had 2 of these. So we're gonna keep these in here to use with the resin. They have a lot of nice colors in there, but I thought that was a really cool thing to do. So we're gonna use those as well. Okay, let me get my resin. Okay, so let's start out. We won't need any cups right now. We're just gonna go straight in. Uh-oh, making a mess already. We'll use those, okay. So we're gonna go straight in with our resin. Alrighty, and then let's use our tool. Let's see, which one do we want to use today? I don't know why I'm having such a hard time finding this thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. Here it is. I was looking for this one with the tip there, so I can spread it out. So, happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, 23rd of May. My little cousin is leaving. She is moving to another state. So we're having her going away celebration today. So I thought about making something special for her. I haven't quite decided what it's going to be, but I've got some time to do that. We have Memorial Day. It's being celebrated on Monday. So I know a lot of people do, have cues and all kind of stuff like that. All right, so this is going to be, I think this is going to be the back of my earrings. So we're going to place these this way. Oh, let's not let you roll away. Get back in there. Okay. I've got to get another set of tweezers. Those are so gooped up with, okay, this is a crown. So I'm going to, okay, looks like that's the back side of the crown. So we're going to put the crown, oops, if I can grab hold of it. There we go. I'm going to put the crown right here. Sometimes you just have to use your hands, guys. There we go. Get that centered there. Okay. Okay. I was concerned to see if the color would, if anything would happen with the coloring on this stuff, but it looks like the color is maintaining itself. All right, well, you know what? At this point, I'm just going to sprinkle these guys in here. Let's see what happens. I don't think I'm going to use any of the balls there. I think the balls are would be a little too big. But we'll use the strands. Oh, we did get a ball in there, didn't we? Let's take him out. I don't want that heart up there either. Let's see, we have one down here. Only one heart per earring, people. I think what I'll also do to add a little more something to this is, Yeah, I think I'll leave that crown up there. Let's turn it around. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think this, there we go. There we go. Okay, let's do that to this one down here. Okay, very good. Let's move you out of the way. Okay, I ain't mad at that. That's not bad. That's kind of cute. It's different. Let's get you out of there. We don't want that in there. Okay, I like this. I like this. This is okay. Okay, I like that. Now, let me find some purple sprinkles. Be right back. All right, got some purple sprinkles here. So we're gonna just kind of dip into it. Just kind of add it to it randomly. Same thing down here. Just give it a little sparkle here and there. Oh, I see we have a ball. Balls just want to get in there. I'll have to pull that one out of there. And they're not softening up either. That was another thought I had was, as the, because as the sprinkles, you put sprinkles like in your buttercream, the sprinkles begin to soften up because of the, the butter and the shortening in the buttercream. But these sprinkles are not softening up, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. Okay, all right, so I'm going to cure this first layer and come back and, oh, let me get this out of here first. There we go. Okay. All right, let's get this first layer cured. And then we'll come back and add our final layer over it and see what we make. All right, so we have cured it enough to where, I'm reaching for a toothpick over here. Okay, so it is hard enough for me to go to my next step. So what I decided to do was to put this purple backing on it, but I just got another idea. So I'm going to add a little bit of this solid purple to it, just a teeny bit, just a itsy bitsy teeny, just a teeny bit. That's all. That's all. Just that. Just going to add that to it. Just to get a little more color in there. Okay, oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Look how pretty that is. Okay. So this is going to be the color for the back of our earring here. Make sure we get that all mixed up. Okay, so let's add that too. And we're gonna fill this up. I don't know how that's going to stand out against that purple heart, but hopefully it doesn't drown it out too much, but we're gonna find out. If it does, it does. Well, it's a lesson learned. But I'm in a purple mood this morning. I'm excited that, you know, I've rescheduled the vendor fair. And the other cool thing is that it's right before Juneteenth. So it gave me an idea to make some additional earrings. Get my toothpick so I can make sure that I get around the holes here. Make sure everything is covered. Okay. This is so nice. I've got my, you know, having my PPE on and my fan blowing and my window open. It is just before 10 a.m. and the birds are singing outside my window. It's so nice. Okay. Okay, let's make sure we have it all around our jump ring hole here. Now you want to make sure that you don't cover up your jump ring hole. I mean, you can re-drill it, but you know, why go through all that if you don't have to? Okay. I'm leaning back and just taking a look at it just to make sure that everything is evened out, that I don't have any gaps anywhere, that I have it all covered. And I'm just going to hit it with my lighter just to make sure we've gotten whatever bubbles may have arisen. And we'll cure it. Okay, for the next earring, we're going to do this one. And I'm going to use, let's use these right here. So I just have to, oops. So this is brand new. Oops. So let's turn this to those. Okay, make sure we don't have anything in there that we don't want in there. And I'm just going to, oops, I'm just going to sprinkle these on one side. Okay. Now, I'm gonna have to move these around, of course. I'm gonna put some up here. And I want to make sure that they're flat inside the mold because we don't want anything sticking up. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works out. They look like they're flush with the edge of the mold at this point. But we will find out once I pour this resin how flush they actually are. I'm thinking they're not going to be what I think they're going to be. That one's stuck together. Okay, that's not going to work. Okay, I like the way this one up here is. I need to add more down here. I don't know, maybe Maybe, it's all an experiment, right? Okay, I'm going to leave it like that, y'all. I'm going to leave it like that. And we going to see what happens. We going to see, we going to see. We going to see, we going to see. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be unique, but I think it's going to be okay. Okay, this one is good. Everything is covered on this side. This one overflowed a little bit, so I'm gonna have to clean that up. So, cleanup is easy. I take a Q-tip, and it's around right here. So, I just take my Q-tip, and I just clean up around there. That way, it keeps me from having to do any cleanup after it's cured. So, yeah, there we go. All good, all good. In fact, it looks good. I like the way it looks. Wanted to make sure that everything was submerged, and it is. So cool. Huh, okay, excellent, excellent. All right, let's get this cured. Got a bit of a mess right there, but we'll get that taken care of. Okay, be back. All right, and for our third earring, what we're going to do gotta get all that other stuff out of there. Is we're gonna do this, I don't know if dimensions is the right word, but we're gonna use that purple and sparkles that we had, and we're gonna do that. And we'll do just a drop. Okay, 2 drops. Drop, 2 drops. And then we're gonna do this from here. Okay. All right, and with our tool, I'm just letting it do its thing. I started to manipulate it, but I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone and I'm gonna cure it. Okay, now I'm just going to put the rest of it on top. That's it. What I'm trying to see is if I can create some dimensions. You know what I mean? So we'll see if it works. All right, here we go. Okay, now this time I want to make sure that it gets behind all of the jump ring hooks. Looks like we need to add a little bit more over here. Okay. The nice thing about UV is that you can just do a drop here, a drop there, you know, a drop anywhere, anywhere. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I just did. Okay, guys, now we're going to have everything cured, and we'll be back to demold. We are all cured now. Time to demold. This does have some texture to it. I find that kind of exciting, actually. Let's start with this first. I like it. It did not drown out the heart. That's cute. I like that. Nice. Those turned out really cute. All right. I like that. I really like that. So there's just a little bit of texture here and there, like right here. I can feel those. But it'll be almost like a massage on your ear, right? Nice. I like these. These turned out nice. Now with this, I really don't see what I was thinking I was going for, but it's okay. I think it's because I use the same color, so I'm not really... I can see a little bit on the inside there. I can see the 2 drops. Just a little bit on the inside there, but it's okay. Yeah, I can see the 2 drops there too. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put the hardware on this, and then I'll show y'all what they look like as earrings. Alrighty, we're all done. So these, as I said, these have a little texture on the back, which is kind of cool, actually. So they all turned out so nicely and so pretty. So pretty. All right, my friends, that's it for now. I'm going to make some stud earrings. I got some more flowers. So I got some really pretty purple flowers just recently. I think I ordered these flowers. I think I got these off of Temu. So that's going to be my next adventure. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.